Greetings to you all. Welcome to Creative Writers. Pen Crowns Vision. Date 4th May 2021. And the topic is I don't allow myself to. May I now welcome Mrs. Sabeena Salam to recite today's poetry. Dear ma'am,
I don't allow
please.
myself to, by Mrs. Princelin Juan. No room for that to grow. It swallows me when I allow. Lives with me like a corpse, while I'm embalming with herbs of emotions. Occupies grey areas as living virus, erases gradually inner conscience. I let myself feel strong and good, keep my mind healthy and sound. I don't allow to be self pity on myself. I allow myself to be valiant in all walks. With smile and sharp sense of correctness, I eliminate the negative attitude of bitterness. Instead of whirling in the state of darkness, I allow myself to taste the positivity of sweetness. I don't allow myself to. By Miss Princelin Juan. The next poem by Mrs. Kalpana Selvam. I don't allow myself to never overestimate ourselves. Have positive thinking. I never believe all. Take time to think and decide. Rejuvenate with good melodies when I was depressed. Accept the reality without enmity. Be optimistic. Be inspired with good memories. Intend not to captivate with ornamental words. I don't allow me to surround with adversity. Be authentic as I allow myself to be proud to overcome on many bitter situations. Never allowed me to engulf with foretell behavior and fear. Never allow me to addict for emotions. I don't allow myself to. By Mrs. Saranya J. A day starts with fight. Arguments blast heavily. Words reach me from all four directions. I don't allow myself to be calm. Tangled in thoughts, pearls like tears in eyes, felt alone in the room. I don't allow myself to come out. An instinct talked with me, polite. Comfort to the extent of telling all possible ways to tackle the situation. I don't allow myself to accept it. Struggled to sleep, wrangle with thoughts. I don't all myself to sleep. Eyes getting tired, slept not knowing when eyes closed. The next day, with little clearance, I allowed myself to do the job. Next poetess, Mrs. G. Sarla. I don't allow myself to be immoral, though caged as a parrot, speak sweetly without any regret. I don't allow myself to be unhealthy, busy as a bee with household, bold not to care sick or and cold. I don't allow myself to be opaque. As a mirror, I reflect my image and glitter with courage. I don't allow myself to be cloudy, equipped with tear, but I face problem without fear. And I don't allow myself to degrade my mom's house as all the males does, deny my food with buzz to get and apologize. I don't allow myself to. By Mrs. V.T. Kavita. Ponder over the things that cannot be mended. Expect help from people who just lip. Put down for the disloyal people to walk on me. Lose my self confidence to walk in a misled path. Overrule due to my humbleness. Get submerged in self sympathy. Underestimate my power of handling a crucial situation. Yield for outward appearance or for crazy dictions. Lose my originality in getting my favorites, to fall a prey to fake beliefs. I don't allow myself to. By Mrs. S. Shamla. We are born of different blood, follow different cultures and traditions, stick on to the principles of different religions. Differences in everything is vastly spread. No culture, no principle is similar to another. How can we expect similarity in characters as it's carried out from our ancestors? Besides, none is ready to change the character for the other. The good I feel seems to some as bad, the bad I feel seems to some as good. We can't differentiate good or evil as it differs from everyone's point of view. Who are we to discuss someone's behavior or speak ill of them in their absence? Good or evil, right or wrong, depends on our sights. So I don't allow myself to any backbites. Dr. Mary Suresh. I don't allow myself to jump out of my dream world. Make myself do challenge, doesn't matter of range. I don't allow myself too much overthinking, unwanted comparison, believing superstition. I allow myself to delight in reading and writing, like how a stream and a river to plunge into the happiness of sea. I allow myself to learn, experience, and entertain, motivate and philosophize, imagine and invent. Beyond all, I allow myself to love all and accept myself. I don't allow myself to. By Mrs. Yamini Priya. I don't allow myself to be taken back in mysteries of the past and mysteries of the future. I don't allow myself to accept the failures of life. Rather, perceive the lesson and climb the success ladder. I don't allow myself to be pessimistic. Will move further with a positive note. I don't allow myself to be drained off, but be a self motivator. I don't allow myself to be ignorant because it's the biggest curse. I don't allow myself to be idle as it is the devil's workshop. Next poem by Ms. S. Sahaya Samita. I don't allow myself to be lazy. If I have heavy load of work, I don't want to be sorrowful, though I face many problems. Time and tide wait to listen my words. I don't neither be arrogant nor angry. I won't feel bad when I get low grades. I would try to improve my grades. Though troubles come again and again, I allow myself to achieve my goals. Let's listen to what Mrs. R. Irlarsi says. I don't allow myself to speak ill of others because words are like sword and it expresses our thoughts and intentions. If someone speaks ill, don't bother. I don't allow myself to believe gossips because it destroys healthy relationships and it leads to family and social problems. If someone gossips, their attitude is cheap. I don't allow myself to be jealous on others because it destructs our positive thoughts and emotions and it brings uncertainty and rejections of us. If someone is jealous, inspire them to be zealous. Think good and do good. Every deed comes back. I don't allow myself to by Mrs. Nitya K. I don't allow myself to be idle. I always engage my discipline. I've household works and I've to prepare the dish as by my son's wish. I like to develop my pronunciation. I enhance the skills through my teacher's dedication. This is my life, the ambition. I don't want to be depressed. I would like to live peacefully. I don't want to lead a luxurious life. Money is to satisfy our needs. I must use the excessive amount for good deeds. Unfortunately, I don't have excess amount. Fortunately, God will provide me one day. I must be magnanimous to give others. I haven't bought anything and I ain't good to take anything. I don't allow myself to by Mrs. Alice P. I don't allow myself to be among gossips, be insulted by relatives and friends, be a pathetic figure to others, enter any risky business, any diplomatic trap unknowingly, accept love from haters willingly, hurt my true friends harshly, delay to ask for forgiveness wholeheartedly, sacrifice my likes and sleep for anything, follow unnecessary habits, ritual thing, be away from my pious nature, treat my family to be hurt by nurture. I don't allow myself to by Miss Tanya Gopinath. Though I want to score good grades in exams, I will never allow myself to cheat. Even if I disagree with my family, I will never allow myself to stop loving them. Even if I fight with my friends, I will never allow myself let a day pass by without meeting them. Though I love being rich, I will never allow myself to steal. Even though I'm offered the whole world, I will never allow myself to lose my faith in God. The next poem is by Mrs. Kalyani PR. I don't allow myself to pity on my condition, finding faults on others, feel proud about the situation, think negatively about anyone. I don't allow myself to spend time unnecessarily, waste food carelessly, spend money to buy unwanted, lose my faith in God. I don't allow myself to fiddle about and waste time, involve in illicit acts, go complicity, do anything against nature, because I always listened to the elders in my childhood. That obedience made my way so good. I don't allow myself to by Mrs. Sabeena Salam. I don't allow myself to be drowned in misery, though always life may not be glittery. To be filled with anxiety, though life, like a puzzle, is ambiguity. Be disappointed, though in life many things may not be granted. Be regretful, though always life may not be zestful. Be depressed, though sometimes be suppressed. Mrs. Anuradha says, I don't allow myself to go beyond the limits of anything, to refresh myself with others' sadness, to overreact to situations which has only few emotions, to mesmerize with unwanting infatuation. I don't allow myself to by Mrs. Tamaraselvi. Roses, the smiling greeters of a residence, won't shut their doors of fragrance. Banyan, the caring father with secured shoulders, won't erase the cradles of birds. Cuckoos, the competitors of super singers, won't seize the voice of sweet melodies. The sun, the scorching fireball of nature, won't shut down its furnace for maintenance. Tides, the ceaseless water rolls of ocean, won't freeze at all in resist of gravity. I don't allow myself in against of traditional formalities. Even the modern things are cozy and fancy. I won't compromise myself to go with modernity. I am a dogmatist of ethics and moralities. I don't allow myself to by Mrs. J. Iril. I don't allow self pity to weaken myself, as it is the deadliest enemy one can have. Self sympathy crushes courage to the core and never ever allows a person to rise again. I don't allow myself to flatter someone. I don't need the beneficiaries it can cause. Flattery tempers self dignity. Hence, it's not my cup of tea. Let's listen to Mrs. Jayanti, what she says. I don't allow myself to follow the self centered world, as the nerves forget to implant the belief of human values. I don't allow myself the entry of anger, which makes me sequel and shattered my dreams. I don't allow myself the fire of fear as it burns the determination and wipes away my credentials. I don't allow myself the monster of backbiters because it is the shareholder of sin. Life is a journey. Allow yourself the breath of hope with a smile. Mrs. K. Amrita says so. I don't allow myself to be settled for an average life. I don't allow myself to overthink. I don't allow negativity. I don't change myself just to satisfy someone else. I don't allow myself to be controlled by anything or anyone. I won't let emotions to overpower me. I will never lower my standard to make someone stay in my life. I don't allow myself to get involved in unnecessary drama which steals my peace of mind. The next poem by Mrs. Sumati. I don't allow myself to doubt myself even for a second, to be used by others selfishly, to accept everything as fate, to trust the honey coated words, to be imperfect, to compare with anyone, to be a person of complaining nature, to lose my own voice, to be under the control of emotions, to be a bearer of burden, to grow in fear, to destroy my peace of mind, to give up confidence, to be cruel with animals, to dress up with more cosmetics.
Hearty thanks to Sabeena Salam, madam, for your awesome reciting, and my due thanks to all the creative writers for their awesome penning. Thank you, Ramesh sir.